We first met Chika Stacy Oriuwa when she was navigating medical school as the only Black student in a class of nearly 300. Well, she is now a doctor, Dr. Oriuwa, and she is sharing the details of her journey to and through medical school in an inspiring new book. Unlike the Rest is her story, and we welcome Dr. Oriuwa back to Your Morning Studio today. Great to have you here.
Great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, congratulations on motherhood and being an author.
Yes.
We first had you on the show back in 2017.
Yes.
And you were describing your experience of being the only Black student in your medical class. It was interesting to read what was going on in your mind during that interview back in 2017, because you write about it in the book.
Yes.
How are you feeling this morning now that you're back here as both a medical doctor and a published author?
It feels very surreal, and I would say there's almost this full circle moment of having been here when I was experiencing some of the things that I talk about in my book. But to now be able to come back here as a point of reflection on these moments is something really special.
It is special for us too. The book feels very personal, but it also feels a bit like mentorship for anybody else who might be walking a similar path. What are some of the lessons you want the readers to take from this?
So what I think is really beautiful about the book is that anyone who picks it up, by the time that they've turned to the last page, I believe that they will have found a piece of themselves within the writing, and that they will leave feeling inspired and with the idea that no matter what room they enter, they truly do belong.
Absolutely. And part of finding that place of belonging was overcoming some of the obstacles and challenges. You share examples of some of the racism that you encountered from patients, from medical colleagues in school, and on social media. We're not going to get into the details of those because people will find those in the book.
Yes.
But why can you talk to me about why it was important for you to include those in your story?
Vulnerability and transparency and honesty has always been the cornerstone of my work, especially within advocacy. And so it was really important for me to detail some of the more painful experiences of my journey, because I wanted to demonstrate that it's important to live in my authenticity and to also show everyone that no matter what trials and tribulations you might go through, that you are able to overcome them. And so really being able to live in my authentic truth has been something that has been incredibly empowering for me, but also helps to empower others.
And the truth of you writing those in the book is you don't sugarcoat them, because it also helps people to reflect on what it took to overcome, but also what is out there, which is important to know as well.
Absolutely.
You also share some really touching stories about being able to help other people in a really meaningful way. There's this story that involves a father and daughter pair that you met. They came in for a checkup. Dad asked for help with his daughter's hair. And then you had the man come into the psychiatric department with his dad, who was Nigerian, and he felt seen by you. What are those moments like?
It is so incredibly important for me to continue to do this work and show up as an active representation, because very rarely do individuals see a Black doctor walking into a room. And in those moments, they can see themselves truly feel seen in those moments. And so to be able to be that role model, be that representation, and also be a place of inherent safety for a lot of these patients is really, really special and important to me.
You do a lot of public-facing advocacy work. You do a lot of public speaking and keynotes and magazine work. I'm glad that we were part of your early media debut. McLean, has recognized you as well. You have a TEDx talk. You also have your own Barbie. Well, can we talk about what it was like to see that?
That was the most surreal experience of my life, to have an actual Barbie made in my image.
And she's in scrubs, which I love.
Yes. It was important for me to ensure that the Barbie truly reflected a physician, and that it could have been the kind of doll I would have given to toddler Chika, who declared that she wanted to be a doctor, but never actually saw a Black doctor in the flesh in her community. So this would have been something I would have given to her.
And you know what I love about that? I love that she's in scrubs. And I can't see it, but possibly Crocs. And not in like a little pencil skirt and heels, which were what the Dr. Barbies looked like when I was growing up.
Yes, no. This is an authentic looking Dr. Barbie, yes.
You are very authentic. That's a great word to describe you and to end this interview on. It's such an honor to have you back.
It's an honor to be back. Thank you so much.
A reminder, the book is called Unlike the Rest by Dr. Chika Stacy Oriuwa. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.